Hi everyone, we're students from Thám High School. Today we will present to you our research about an organization with a four-color emblem, blue, red, white and yellow that you may have seen somewhere, and symbolized by a 10 branch of rice because the countries in the organization are mainly agricultural countries. As you may know, Southeast Asia is rich in natural resources and is one of the most dynamic regions in the world. It also has rich ethnic and cultural diversity. The countries in this region have joined together to form a bloc to create an integrated community called the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN for short. Do you know anything else about this? It's fine if you don't. Now we will dig deeper into this organization, how it was formed and developed, the culture and identity of ASEAN countries, the problem that ASEAN countries are facing, and the roles of Vietnamese youth in the community of ASEAN countries. Please follow us.
The history of Asian countries have been influenced by invaders such as Britain, the US, and France. But these influences have not lost the typical cultural feature of the region. It is the interfering of many cultures from different countries that have created a diverse and unique Asian culture with many brilliant colors. About language and writing. The diversity of language is reflected in the fact that Southeast Asian countries now have thousands or even hundreds of different languages. As in Indonesia, up to 200 different ethnic language courses. There are also 80 different ethnic languages in the Philippines. Similarly, other Southeast Asian countries are also multilingual countries. However, Southeast Asian languages all belong to one of the following four language families: South Asia, Austronesian, Thai, and Han-Tibetan. Regarding writing, from the beginning of the Common Era, Southeast Asian people borrowed Chinese character, as in Vietnam, and Bali Sanskrit scripts in other countries, from China and India to build their script nation. However, since the 13th century, the Arabic script has strongly influenced the island nations such as Malaysia, Indonesia. Since the 16th century, with the intervention of Western nations, the script of Southeast Asian countries has been converted towards Romanization. Brunei, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Vietnam scripts are used nowadays. About custom and habits. In Southeast Asia, there are hundreds of different ethnic groups, so custom and habits are remarkably diverse, creating a colorful picture. For example, how to dress in a costume: sarongs or skirts, long clothes, earrings, necklace. It's a custom of eating with the main food being rice, vegetables, fish, or fruit. It is the custom of asking before holding a grand wedding. There is the custom of showing bitterness, showing, and dyeing teeth black, tattooing. Then there are entertainment games such as kite flying, cockfighting, boating. Of course, in that diversity, festivals in Southeast Asia mainly focus on three main forms: agricultural festival, such as the ceremony of going to the fields of the Vietnamese, the ceremony of opening the first blows of the Thai people, building below huts of the Chan people, religious festivals, such as Khmer Pagoda Festival, perfumer pagodas in Vietnam, tax holidays, such as Lunar New Year, but the New Year. About indigenous beliefs. Born and raised in the same geographical area, where farming cultural, indigenous beliefs in Southeast Asia talk extremely diverse, include three main types: nature worship. Southeast Asian residents such as in Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, Indonesia worship both crabs and turtle, snakes, elephant, crocodiles. Fertility beliefs worshiping the real light god representing male and female genital organs. The custom of splashing water, praying for rain, swinging, worshipping beliefs, worshipping the deceased. The custom of worshipping ancestors and grandparents.
Following are the problems that the Asian countries are experiencing. One of them is not to mention pandemic COVID-19. It's not just a matter of Asia in particular, but also of the world in general. The experience of COVID-19 has made the economy of the country soft. These focus have difficulty making the business in secret to many people without work, especially the tourism industry to freeze for a long time. Besides, the situation of civil unrest in Myanmar while in the difficult times of COVID-19 has led enormous challenges for Myanmar speaking privately and Asian in general. In that situation, Asian states have responsible does not interfere with the internal affairs of the countries. At the same time that mind, as a community, Asians must keep the central role of Asian member states must try to help each other. Care, support Myanmar so difficult, soon restore the normal condition. In that spirit, in the past year, despite pandemic COVID-19, the leader of Asian has been meeting directly the most unconcerned vice support of Asian on the crisis in Myanmar. Humanitarian assistance promptly for Myanmar people respond to pandemic COVID-19. However, the deployment effort of Asian in issue Myanmar is also more complex, so progress was slow and will continue to be a major challenge for Asian in the year 2022. Among them, the sea is still the concern of the country with the aim to restore peace and stability in the region before turning conflicts on the ESCO, causing risks of instability, threatening peace and security in the region. Asian will stand its principle the construction of the Sea into the sea of peace and cooperation to respect the respect for the law, pure in confidence and protect the environment to overcome the difficulties due to the epidemic of COVID-19 to continue a negotiation progress. The rules of conduct on the sea effects in accordance with international law that has the United Nations Convention on the Law of Sea.
Youth is the backbone, the future and the defender of a country. It is one of the most important factors that determine the success or failure of industrialization and modernization, international integration and socialism building. Youth is placed in the center in the strategy of fostering and promoting human factors and resources. Taking care of and developing young people are both a goal and driving force to ensure stability and sustainable development of our country. From 2011 to now, this is the third time Vietnam has organized the Asian Youth Dialogue Forum. The reason for the organization is to promote the impressive and relative role of young people in participating in solving social problems of the country and the region, and to propose ideas on related policy to improve the quality of the youth and people of Asian communities' life, to contribute to the successful implementation of the goals and vision of Asian social-cultural community by 2035. Asian is a young community in which young people are an important human resource for leadership, management in the future, and determining the prosperity of Asia.
The young generation should know about the common sense of the world they are living in. We found it quite interesting while doing the research, and don't you think it's really cool to gain more knowledge? Last but not least, we just want to say that we're living in a community, so of course we have the responsibility of building and developing ASEAN identity. The duty should not belong to the nation's leader only. Its people are under the obligation too, specifically us, the young generation, the boys in our court. That's the end of our presentation. Thanks for having us in mind. Bye.